Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Watch me. In this video, we come to talk about Mavado's son and how his case is going forward, how his case is progressing. Cause people ask me and them want to know, them say the gully god making big moves, but they haven't heard anything about his teenage son that's been incarcerated for almost a year now. Alright, and we're going to talk about that mainly in this video. But before we do that, we couldn't do that without mentioning that Mavado just dropped a track named No Failure, and that track is probably one of the hottest dancehall track for the year. Here's a snippet of No Failure. So I was wondering all year, where's Mavado, because he's one of the heavy hitters in dancehall, and I was looking for some heavy tunes from him for the 2019, and this one is definitely not disappointing at all. It's a song that speaks to the ghetto youth. Them, you know me, I said, don't be no failure, have to make it. Inspiration, very inspirational tune. The words of the tune, you have to go listen to it, and you can find it on Mavado Gully Official on YouTube at his channel. Alright, make sure you go check that out, and then talk to me about the song in the comment section of this video. Make sure you listen to the song, and listen to it good. I tell you, say, I one of the realest song of 2019. No joke thing. Alright, so now let's get up to speed with Mavado's teenage son murder trial as it progresses, because like I've said before, you notice that it's been almost a year since the youth has been incarcerated, locked up in Jamaica, and no release, no bail, no bond, no nothing, right? So Mavado's teenage son murder trial is moving forward while the singer remains overseas, out of Jamaica, touring the world and doing his thing, right? And a lot of people are saying, then how come him can just tour out so and do shows everywhere and new songs? Matter of fact, DJ Khaled is about to drop his album Father of Assad, and Mavado is heavily on that album. So if you want to know if he's still doing business with We The Best and DJ Khaled and thing, I think that's a lifelong friendship, and yes, you can look forward to him being on another big project. He was on the Grammy-winning DJ Khaled's last album as well. Alright, so Mavado, whose real name is David Brooks, has not been in Jamaica since June of last year, when he fled the island as cops issued a warrant for his arrest. That information is kind of twisted. I don't think a warrant was issued for his arrest. I think them just put out, said they were looking for him as a person of interest to come in and talk with them, right? Police took his son, his brother, and his cousin Chase Cross into custody over the shooting death of Lorenzo Thomas, also known as Israel or Trollops, in Cassava Peace. That's when it all went down. Matter of fact, police took his whole family, right? St. Andrew. Thomas was killed in his home in the community just days after Mavado was shot at during a dispute while visiting the community. So the story was that a man wheel off a bunch of gunshot and Mavado did have to take away himself, right? And people were saying that that was the best thing that he did, but there were also others that were saying that he went to the police station, gave a report of the incident that happened just to cover his back, and then he called a hit and flew out of the country while the hit was executed and left his son caught up. Other people were saying that nothing agoso. We really think the son probably take it upon himself to defend his father's honor, and then there are others that were saying that largely his son has nothing to do with this. You know, when you can't catch Quack, you catch him shot. So they're saying that basically the son is Quacko's shot. So While the other men were eventually released from police custody, the dancehall Singjay's son was held without bail. He was jointly charged with Andre Hines for Chulup's murder. The two men were charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, shooting with intent, illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition, and arson. Now that's a bag of charges for a teenager to be standing in front of a judge facing, but such was the case for Mavado's son. The charges leveled against him were conspiracy to commit murder, shooting with intent, illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition, and arson, because the place burned down when the youth get killed and he was shot and all kind of something happened. So according to police report, Thomas' door, which is Chulup's, his door was kicked in on June 5th of 2018 while he was asleep. Cops are saying that he was chopped and shot to death, and later someone attempted to behead the body, leaving the head hanging by barely a little bit of flesh. It was almost completely beheaded. And this all happened as his home was set ablaze. Now, the police them said that they have text message evidence linking Mavado's son to the murder. They have eyewitness evidence linking Mavado's son to the murder. The little text message that they're talking about says, "Member, the boss want him head." So, in essence, what they're saying is, he put it in a text message, say, "Member, when we go do the job, make sure you take off the head, because the boss want the head." Literally want the head. You know, sometimes somebody say, "Yo, I want his head." Not necessarily meaning say you want the head decapitated, removed from the body and brought to you. But in this case, this is what the police are saying that meant. Now, I've known Jamaican police to be something else when it comes to text messages and what they call evidence and admittance of guilt and all that other stuff. I use the Vybz Kartel trial as prime example of how they twist and manipulate certain things to make it suit a narrative that probably isn't necessarily so. You know what I'm saying? No, remember the boss want him head is what they're going off of and saying, since the head was almost decapitated off the body. Now this has left a lot of people in shock, because a lot of people are saying, damn, like a young youth like that would have been involved in something like this. The streams of comments on social media, him should have do something good with him life. Him father have money and live in a mansion and left him in a the gully. Why him father never send him go to school, go learn something, and all these other things. So the problem now, the police allege that the witness also told the cops that Mavado's son was the one who gave the order to kill Thomas. The teenager's attorney, who is Bert Samuel, says that the murder case was referred to the Supreme Court for trial. The teenager is currently held in a juvenile detention center in Kingston without bail. And the problem with getting bail for him, Bert Samuel says, was that he came before the court with murder and 3 other charges, his lawyer said. So in other words then, them pile up the charges on him so much and they were so serious that a judge saw it not fit to give him bail. Probably thinking he's a menace to society, or he's a danger to the community, or maybe even his life is in danger per se. So we don't know the ins and outs of why. But as far as it looks from the outside looking in, is that the judge said no bail, and it's probably because of the type of charges his lawyer is saying. Now his lawyer is no small lawyer. Now we're talking about the highly decorated Bert Samuels here. Alright, so detectives are still interested to this day in speaking with Mavado, and we're in 2019, April, and this happened around June of 2018. So we are about a month and a half, 2 months away roughly from making it an entire year. They are still interested in speaking with Mavado about the case, but the singer is currently in the United States where he is a legal permanent resident. Right. And people are saying that, well, this was a murder case, and how come you guys can't have him extradited? And a lot of others are letting you know that extradition doesn't just come, we don't just snap our finger and extraditions happen, right? It has to go through a channel, and the Jamaican government would have to come up with, because of Mavado's legal permanent resident status, the Jamaican government would have to come up with a whole case against him and solid proof that he is not only implicated but did play a major role in, or a role in, the issue, and then they would work towards an extradition, which itself would take time. It wouldn't be an overnight thing. We want him back for questioning this murder case and he ran away, so we want him back now. Send him back. It's not going to just go like that. But we still wait to see how this plays out. Alright, and that's the update for Mavado's son trial. Now, don't forget to go check out Mavado's song No Failure, because the song a shot. And SouFLoTV, man, like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comment in the comment section below. I'm up out of here. Peace.